This week, we talk about gear. Is it a game changer? Doesn't matter. Who cares?
Holy shit.
Do we need a bigger car? Less stuff? How's the new car?
Well, it drives. Why would you ever spend $20,000 in a car?
I think this one's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's that safe as a 20K car. Speaking of which... So, welcome to sunny and windy Copenhagen. Today we are testing two different firmwares in these two woos. We're gonna teach it to do wake style and detect freestyle and wake style moves like slim chances, blind judges and stuff. And on this one, this is just a regular normal woo. Yeah, it's a bit light, good for wake style. So I put my shorts on.
Oh, So with boards, we really found like if you want to go big, like take a strapless nugget. That's why there's a woo mount on there. And it's really, for a while I rode these 2005 Jaimes, and I think I soaked up every single board that was available in the secondhand market. The only problem is they all break at the very same point, which is my heel side edge. Just the tip kind of gives way and breaks. If the board is too small, it almost slices too deep into the water and takes away too much energy. So for me, for my size and for my riding style, I think this is pretty much as good as it gets. It's like a 133 2011, I believe, North Team Series. I had to dig a buggy out of the sand in Brazil once, so this is why you see this nice mark here. But yeah, I always make sure that I keep the heel edge nice and intact, so I put some epoxy over there, file it off so it's nice and sharp. Boots, I think, are, to me, it's more a matter of confidence and not having to worry that I'm going to lose my board either at takeoff or at landing. So, you know, it's nice to have those boots, but that's my board of choice right now. Favorite sessions, there's two different types. One is, sometimes at Pleasure Bay we get these really strong up and down winds.
It's tough to stay objective, baby. With your tongue I'm sailing down my neck. It's a bulletproof offer and I can't accept.
And when it's really windy enough to get the Vegas up down to like an 8 or a 7 meter, when it's like nuking.
Beneath the trap, and there's everything I want and nothing I can keep. And behind these metaphors, I want you literally. Beneath the tree.
Yeah, that's just heaven.
Yes. Well, my name's Rich Sabo, and I am the U.S. and Caribbean Sales Manager for Liquid Force Kiteboarding, and I'm based out of Hood River, Oregon. I think some of the game changers, like one of the most recent one that comes to head, and it's definitely because I work for Liquid Force, is like the invention of an aluminum foil extrusion or something like that, where we actually took something that had a huge barrier to entry, right? Like this thing of foiling, people have seen it. Kites are finally at the technology with D-Power and everything that they can handle foiling. And we were like the first people to come out with a foil that works, is affordable, and you know, is easy to use. It's amazing how long it took us to just realize the value of a good pump. So like this is a standard 2-liter pump, you know, right? But the reason these are better now is basically you have like more height, you have interchangeable parts that are like not made of crappy plastic and they're lubed up. You have like a 2-way valve that goes to a 1-way valve. You have smoother action and, you know, these crush-proof hoses that last longer.
Little thing.
I'm trying to think of It's like little things. But I would say the two products that are working really well, especially since we're talking to Woo, are our Envy and our Wow is our kite lineup. The Envy is an all-around awesome kite. Like it's that kite where if you don't know what you want to do, or if you want to do a little bit of everything, you have it. It's a 4-line kite. It's good for unhooking. It's good for mega looping. It's good for boosting. It's good for wave riding. So like it's really cool to have a kite that it's the one I use. And then the Wow. The Wow is like just a crazy surprise. When I first heard of the Wow like 2 years ago, it's like, what is this kite? Like never, I don't know, I kind of like wrote it off. And then when I started working for Liquid Force, I jumped on board, tried out the Wow, and I'm like, holy crap, like this kite's super fun. Like it's just like a really big booster, pivotal turning, like nice loops. It's like got a really thin leading edge and it's super burly and 4 struts and jumps really high. And people love it. Like we've converted a bunch of people from other brands and other things to the Wow because they just think it works and jumps well and is a fun all-around kite. So that's a really good feature because definitely like when you're thinking about using your Woo, especially out here where we get days like it's 40 and then you get a day where it's like 25 and you're kind of like, well, not going to beat my jump from 40, but like it'd still be cool to, have contests. That definitely, I think, opens up cool new venues for Woo, where if you're going to do like trick detection and it's light wind, then you can have another. That's the best part, right? Is the competitive atmosphere of Woo and like how you're always ranking yourself against your friends, at least for me, because that's something that's hard to get kiteboarding. So I think that would be great. Yeah, LFK Boost, we were giving away 136 carbon element to whoever can log the most vertical feet over the next 3 weeks. Just for anybody else who's showing support or tagging LFK Boost, we've got a bunch of swag bags, prizes, hats, t-shirts, stuff like that. So
That's cool.
Pretty excited. It takes all your focus and concentration, right? And it makes you forget about all this other crap that's going on in the world and like brings it down to this need to be focused or else things can go wrong kind of point. And I like to spread that with people. And I think it's important for people to kind of know that ethos, ideology, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, so welcome back to the Weekly Woo Community Spotlight. First off, we're going to recap last weekend. Biggest boost of last weekend, our own Lewis Crathern, a whole 16.5 meters at Lansing in the UK. Second on the leaderboards, we have Lance boosting 15.5 meters at Whitstable, also in the UK. And then we've got the French contingent, Xavier, boosting 15.5 meters as well in France at Le Crotoy. Quick BKSA club mileage update. Last weekend, Lansing overtook North Somerset, approaching that 61,000 meter mark. So last week, we asked you guys for submissions. Here's our favorite, our boy Sebastian down in Brazil, showing his fishermen what it's all about to kite. Couple sessions to spotlight this week. Graham Goodwin over in Hood River, the river. Sick picture, Mount Hood in the background. Dude, next time, hashtag LFK Boost. Next one coming to you from over in Norway. Another mountain view in the background. Bjorn, awesome. Bjorn. All right, so clearly this week we were into the mountain photos. Federico in Italy, Campagnolo, looks awesome. 28.5 feet. I think you can do better, dude, but thanks for the photo. My bad, it was only 18 knots. You're underpowered. Keep the excuses coming. Shout out to our boy Ola in Sweden, lonely in Torum. Dude, if you keep licking your kite, you're gonna stay lonely. But appreciate the photo, keep it up. Coming straight out of Thailand, our boy Craig Chandler, catching a wind front, 46.2 feet, new personal best, awesome, man. Female shout out of the week going to Kelly, out in Sherman Island doing a little night kiting with a full moon session. Awesome. Send us a couple more pictures for next week, we'll feature you again. Ken, this one came across our radar. Just hoping these aren't your tattoos. Keep up the good work. A little more Canadian love this week. We got to give a shout out to the one and only Jason Ghost Rider Maloney. Another epic session, progressing on the foil. That picture's unreal. Caught this session from Philip out in Lake Washington. Stoked to see you guys progressing on the foil. 27.7 feet. You'll be at 10 meters in no time. Title of this one is Getting Barreled in Denmark with some brews afterwards with the boys. So on a local note here in Boston, we featured the second annual International Kite Film Festival. A group of about 100 local kiters set up on the beach and watch about an hour and a half of films. Best Amateur and Best of Fest goes to John DeSalvo. The MK legacy of fun continues. Best Industry was Craig Cunningham, Jeremy Turnett, and Colleen Carroll, kitesurfing in the Union Islands. Best Female went to Lacey Kabolski, Diva, feat a whole lot of awesome female riders. Best Male, Pete Hazlitt and Mark Medema. Days Like These. Best documentary, Craig Cunningham and Sam Medeski, How to Make a Kiteboarding Movie, obviously. So to wrap things up, a quick reminder to all you riders here in the US, we have for the next 3 weeks a Liquid Force and Woo contest going on, #LFK Boost. So for everyone else this week, let us know what was a game changer for you. Send us a picture and a story. Was it new gear, the car to fit all your gear, the new girlfriend who also kites and lets you go to the beach? What was it? We want to hear your story. Send us a picture, send us a story. We'll feature you next week.